Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today I thought we will be talking about how you can do Sudarshan Kriya when you are recovering, or even altogether the type of practices, mindfulness practices that you can do. So let's start with Sudarshan Kriya. If you don't know, Sudarshan Kriya is a breathwork technique created by Sri Ravi Shankar, the founder of the Art of Living, and it's very, very powerful. And people like myself, we do it every day, and it's very refreshing. It's very energetic. It's very balanced, and it's everything. You know, you have three stages pranayama. You do pranayama exercises using your J breath. You know, the belly breathing. You do the thoracic breathing, and then you do here the throat, more this throat area. Then you do Bastrika as well. That's the energizing part, and then you do cycles of breathing. You know, me, because I have learned chakra, Sudarshan Kriya chakra. So I've been breathing, you know, focusing on the chakra, you know, crown chakra, root chakra, you know, the third eye chakra, and like this, right? If you want to learn it, you have to learn Kriya first, and then you can learn Sudarshan Kriya. I mean, you have to learn Kriya. When I say Kriya, I mean Sudarshan Kriya, eh? Oh, yeah, in this video you have to learn Kriya, and then you can upgrade. It's like an upgrade, the chakra one, okay? And um, and because I know that one, I have been practicing that one. And now that I am recovering, for those of you who don't know it, I just had a meniscus surgery. Thank God, everything went well, and I am recovering. But you know, just because we are recovering doesn't mean that we should be, like down, depressed. You know, no, 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 no. Yoga. That's the beauty of yoga. You know that accompanies you the rest of your life. So there are in spirituality of together. So there are practices, you know, that you can do to uplift your energy, to uplift your prana, even if you just had a surgery or if you had an injury. You know, if you have to be lying on the sofa in bed the whole day. So yeah, so when it comes to Sudarshan Kriya, because you know Sudarshan Kriya is like brushing your teeth. You know, you should do it every day. So I've been doing it, but to be honest, not every day now, because especially at the beginning there were days, you know, when I didn't have energy. You know, because you know when you just had a surgery like I had, your body is recovering. It needs so much energy. You know, some you have headache, you know, you have the symptoms, everything. And sometimes you just not fit enough, you know, like Bastrika. I'm gonna tell you now how I've been coping with it. But like for instance, doing Bastrika, there was some days. Today I did it not very forcefully because I didn't have a lot of energy, but I did it. It was good, I would say. But there were other days, especially now. It's been 3 weeks since I got the 3 weeks, no, four. It's gonna be tomorrow. It's gonna be 4 weeks. Yeah, finally we're making progress. So I have been so at the beginning I think like yeah, the first week, imagine like doing Bastrika. You know, Bastrika is very energizing, and you breathe in and forcefully through the nose, you know, and you raise your arms. There were some days I will just like, oh no, I cannot even. I'm just so exhausted. And even with the three stages pranayama, you know, there were some days, because in Kriya, when we do the three stages pranayama, by the way, if you don't know it, just sign up for your next Kriya course. If we don't, if when we do the three stages pranayama, we put, you know, our thumbs tucked on our hip bone, you know, then on our chest, you know, then back, and you know, all of these movements, you know, they take energy. They don't. It doesn't seem like it, because you know, normally if you are healthy, you know, if you have vitality, normally you can do those things easily. But when your body is healing, you know, your body needs so much energy, your mind as well, you know, and even easy things such as just sitting straight, you know, just sitting with your spine erect may be tiring, because you may need, to be in the inclined position, the bed rest position where you are like in the hospital, inclined just to rest, because you your body is what your body needs at that precise moment, right? So yeah, so my experience is that there has been, especially at the beginning, there were days, like, oh, tuck, tuck, tucking my thumbs, on my belly, on my hip bone, or on my, here, on the chest, or here. It was tiring. It was tiring. I just couldn't do it. So what I was doing, I was just having my hands like this, just normal, or just on my lap, and I will do the pranayamas like that, like the belly breathing, and holding the breath with ujjayi breath, and then holding to the count of four. So in Sudarshan Kriya, for those of you who don't know, the pranayamas, we count to the count of four, we hold to the count of four, and then we exhale to the count of six. Okay, so I will just, I will just have my hands, my lap, and I will just breathe in, and breathe out. And I noticed there were some days, holding the breath to the count of four, it was too much, because, even holding the breath requires energy. It requires a lot of it requires concentration. It was just, I just noticed that maybe I could hold it once, and maybe I could only hold it for 2 seconds, and then I couldn't hold it anymore because I was just exhausted. I was tired. So I just listened to my body. It was okay. I will just breathe in to the count of four, then I will hold if I could, and if I notice like at the count of three I'm tired, I don't do it. Then the next time when I will breathe in, then I will breathe out. I will then hold the breath. Okay, breathe in, breathe out. You know what I noticed, guy? For those of you who know Sudarshan Kriya, I noticed that Sudarshan Kriya, when you are recovering, it's very similar to like when you are pregnant. When pregnant women do Sudarshan Kriya, it's a little bit different. I have a video here on my channel. Not on this one, on the pregnancy one. Sorry, I have on the pregnancy one how to do Sudarshan Kriya when you are pregnant. So it's a little bit, it's a little bit like that. We pregnant women don't hold the breath. So me, I'm not pregnant, but doing this yeah, I mean this breathing, when these pranayamas, when I'm recovering, it takes a lot of energy. So I will feel like, oh, I want to hold it, but I cannot hold it, or maybe I hold it one time and then I will be exhausted, and then I couldn't hold it the second time. So I was like, okay, I don't hold it. I just breathe in without tucking in my thumb, and my bones, just relax, just breathing in, then breathing out. Ujjayi breath, yes, I will always do. For me, there was no problem in doing ujjayi breath, so that was fine. And then once, yeah, and then I will do the same as well for the thoracic breathing and for the up breathing. That's it. There were some days where I could tuck like my hands on my bones, but then when it was about to tuck the hands on the chest, I will just feel tired here, here I will here, and it was just too much, so I wouldn't do it. And then like this, for the first stages, the same. Sometimes I could do it, sometimes I couldn't do it, and it was fine. And Bastrika, as I said, with Bastrika, I've noticed the days when I couldn't even raise my hands to do it because I was just tired. What I will do, I will still breathing in and breathing out using Bastrika, but not so forcefully, because even breathing forcefully was taking a lot of energy. So in Bastrika, you breathe in, so you breathe very forcefully, and I couldn't. So I will be just breathing. So just through the nose. And sometimes what I notice is that, like now I'm noticing this because I have a little bit of fever. I will get a little bit dizzy. So because you're going up and down. So when that will be the case, I will just do it just very gently, instead of just almost like normal breathing, just becoming a little bit aware that like the air has to go up, the emphasis has to go up and go down, but very gently, very very calmly. And there was some days, especially the first week, where I would just I just skipped it, because like I cannot raise my arms. Then I'm trying to breathe in and breathe out. I'm getting dizzy. This is just too much energy. This is just too much effort. That's completely fine. And then when it will come to the Kriya cycles, I will I will do the chakra Kriya, but then I will notice that I will get dizzy. Sometimes I'll get dizzy. Sometimes I wouldn't get dizzy, but I couldn't breathe very. The breathing was almost like normal breathing. I couldn't breathe so intentionally, like it was very very gentle, like almost without cycles, almost, because as I say, doing the chakra kriya, I was getting dizzy. And today, for instance, I noticed that it's best I don't do the chakra kriya, because with the chakra kriya, you bring the air and the breathing and the attention here to the crown chakra, then to the root chakra, then here to the third eye, and then to the plexus. So it takes it's it's like up and down, up and down, even if it's just with your breath, but it's up and down, and that is tiring, and that can make you dizzy. That was making me dizzy. So today, for instance, I did my kriya, and what I decided to do was that I was going to do the normal kriya, not the chakra kriya, because in the normal kriya you just focus on the belly, you do like belly breathing, then you do the thoracic, and then here in the throat area, so you don't have these ups and downs with the breath. And I was doing it like very gently, very 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 gently. So yeah. Yeah, so as you can see, it's very very I would say it's very similar to when you do when you are pregnant. When you are pregnant, you skip bastrika, you don't do bastrika. And the third rhythmic breathing, which is a little bit faster, you skip it. And the today, for instance, I I did I skip it? No, I didn't skip it. I did, but I did a little bit. I didn't do a lot of it. Because I noticed I was getting a little bit dizzy. So so I just did it very gently, and then I went back to the root, and then not to the root, to the belly breathing. You know, when you if you feel dizzy, this is really very good. When you feel dizzy because you breathe in a little, you want to breathe a little bit faster, then breathe gently as if it was almost normal breathing, and do diaphragmatic breathing, belly breathing. That's very good. That will, it's good. It's fine like that. Don't. I wouldn't suggest, don't skip kriya altogether. Okay, it's very good that you keep, those, even like today, right? I didn't do the chakra kriya, which is normally what I do. What I do, and I was breathing very, very gently. Normally, kriya, you breathe like very gently. It's like if you were, a rose. You breathe it through a rose, like aroma, very gently. But I mean, even more gently, like normal breathing, almost, right? So I suggest, continue with the kriya, and don't be rigid with yourself, like, I need to wake up at 5:30 and I need to join, the European satsang, because you are tired. Don't put that pressure on yourself. You are recovering. So whatever time you wake up, you wake up, you then do your kriya, and you do it to as much as you can. Sometimes, if If you feel like, oh, Bastrika cannot do it, then the cycles Kriya is just too much. It's fine. Just leave it, and then just do a little bit of meditation. Just focus on your breath. Just breathe in, breathe out. Keep breathing in and breathing out for 10 minutes. It's completely fine. Just very, 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 very gentle. And that's already good enough. you know don't skip Sudarshan Kriya altogether. Don't skip your mindfulness practice. Pranayama is good, even if you just do 10 minutes of pranayama. If you sit for Kriya and you do the three stages Kriya, and then you're like, oh, okay, it's enough. I'm tired. Just close your eyes and you keep just breathing, and bringing your attention to your breath until the Kriya time is finished. Because I do the audio. I use the YouTube video home Kriya to do my Kriya. So so it has a little bit of flute music on the background, and you know when the Kriya is over because the video is over. And because I don't want to close my eyes and open my eyes and interrupt the video, it's I just keep my eyes, and I keep breathing, and just focusing on my breath, just like a little bit of meditation. And the background music, the flute music, it's very relaxing, it's very, very good. And that's good. That's very, very good. That's better than altogether just skipping Kriya. Adapt it the way you can, as long as every day you show up. Even one day you like, okay, let me do my Kriya, but then you notice, look, I'm tired. Just stay for the whole duration. Just even just listening, to the pranayamas. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. You hold, breathe out. Even if you feel like, oh, I just can, it's just too much. Just close your eyes. Just breathe in and breathe out, just like meditation. Just stay there. Just stay there. As I say, the flute music is just very, very relaxing. It's very, very good. And slowly, you will you will feel better after. Whenever I do Kriya, it doesn't matter how I do it. If I do it with Bhastrika or everything, in this state where I am now. I mean, if I am on my, excuse me, if I am on my normal state, when I'm completely healthy. Yeah, some days I may have less energy, more energy. It's normal, and I may do Bhastrika a little bit more intensely or less intensely, but it's always good. And now that I'm like this, I may skip some things, but it's good. I just had my mindful time, my mindfulness, my time of mindfulness, with the home Kriya YouTube video, and I did whatever I could do at that moment, and it's fine. So yeah, so keep practicing this beautiful practice that we have, that Gurudev, this founder of Art of Living, has gave to us. And yeah, and everything will be fine. Happy recovery for those of you who are recovering. Okay, ciao.